Hello everyone, and welcome back to the forest of the Squirrel Clan, where New Leaf has finally arrived, and we have officially passed Moon 12 of our Squirrel Clan adventures, where if you guys recall, so many weeks ago I said that would be the time we started adding random generators. Yeah, things actually got a little bit more complicated a little bit faster than I meant, but now we have two rich, beautiful, vibrant clans with all of the drama that we can possibly handle, and, in fact, possibly more drama than we could handle, to be completely honest. And I am still working behind the scenes on some ideas I have for how we are going to have the different cat clans kind of affect the world and how it grows and how healthy, say, Squirrel Clan's forests are, or how healthy and vibrant the Beaches of Salt clan are. And perhaps the Mountains of Snow Clan and a few others, but we'll get to those later. And even though I said that's when we were going to start adding in like that component, we're going to go ahead and I'm still going to be working on that in the background because I feel like we have plenty to keep ourselves busy with at the moment. And we kind of need to deal with this whole deputy dueling issue that we have going on at the moment. So, without further ado, we're going to pick up right where we left off last time, with Chestnut Star getting ready to go out on patrol to gather herbs with none other than Flood Fern and his new medicine cat apprentice, Primrose Paw. Because Chestnut Star, who normally does have a very strong connection to StarClan herself, being a reborn StarClan cat, who all of the StarClan cats were very eager to go ahead and see her reborn so they could have a moment's peace. She feels like she's got a really good StarClan connection, so often she just kind of does what she wants. But Flood Fern is still the medicine cat, and I think the arrival of Pebblecit has taken a little bit of the ferocity off of Chestnut Star's edges and made her remember, yes, perhaps she should go ahead and be a little bit more mindful of Flood Fern and ask his opinion on the current issue gripping Squirrel Clan of who should be the next deputy. Because right now it's been Pouncebush for over 12 moons, but he hasn't exactly solidified his position in the clan, and Moontuft has been here for a few moons now, and he actually is a very experienced former deputy. That's all he'll say. He leaves out the part where he is a disgraced deputy, and the connection between that and the serious bite wound that he had that took over 3 moons to heal. He leaves that part out. But Moontuft has arrived, and right off the bat, he was pretty obvious with his desire to be deputy, because he's very smart and also strange, and he feels that he could do a better job than the somewhat timid and absolutely terrified of illness, Pouncebush, who also is actually kind of afraid of death. And Pouncebush, he's feeling extremely conflicted, because his jealousy of Moontuft has deepened, but is he really meant to be deputy? He feels he is. He feels he is part of Squirrel Clan, and he's got more of perhaps the essence of a good Squirrel Clan warrior than Moontuft, who seems to only want the position for his own benefit and his own ambitions. However, speaking of his own ambitions, Pouncebush has been noticing that the one cat that he has had a crush on for so long now, Prancetail, seems to be drawing away from him because she has caught the eye of and had the eye caught of Bloom Coral, who she actually shared a little bit of time in the medicine cat den with. And even though Bloom Coral also feels very strongly for Honeywish, who has been a little bit despondent lately now that she's noticing that Bloom Coral doesn't seem to be wanting to go on patrol with her as often as he used to, and Honeywish's daughter, Primrose Paw, being a medicine cat, it seems to have torn her away from the path that her mother always dreamed of, with Primrose Paw growing up to go on patrols with Honeywish as another warrior and an excellent hunter, because even though Honeywish is so small, she is very proud of her hunting abilities. And, poor Honeywish is noticing, wait a second, both the cats that she was kind of getting closest to have kind of pulled away. And Bloom Coral, Prancetail, she's a really nice cat. He's known her whole, they've known each other their whole lives, and she did save his life when a tree landed on him last time. So what does it mean? And yeah, there's a lot. There's plenty to keep us busy, so I don't need to add more drama to it. With that said, let's go ahead and roll our only casual encounter of the day. I'm trying to double check to see if there's actually one going on. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I could have sworn there was one, but I actually don't think anyone... Everyone's so busy, they're not actually having an encounter this time. Oh my gosh, that is actually pretty surprising. However, we can kind of take note that it looks like Pebblecit has gone to her adoptive mother, who I think she's warming up to very fast, Chestnut Star. And I think Pebblecit is currently complaining about the fact that Plumkit found all these amazing feathers to put in her fur because Bloomcoral helped her. And what about any feathers for little Pebblecit? Like, what about her, huh? And also, it looks like Robinford, the cat with the broken back, still really worried. I really want him to be able to be a mediator, but now that I think of it, there might be a setting that I might need to change. Maybe there's something. We'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen with Robinfern, because at the very least, being such a gregarious and kind cat, I would hope that he would be able to go ahead and like visit with the others, but well, we'll have to wait on that. But for now, let's go ahead and let's send out that one patrol that we know about with Floodfern going with Chestnut Star. Actually, I think she requested like this event, so we'll send her as leader, followed by Floodfern, and we will bring along Primrose Paw as the medicine cat apprentice to go on an herb gathering mission so that Chestnut Star can talk with her medicine cat and they can try to understand what the best move might be when it comes to who should be deputy of Squirrel Clan. So, the strengthening sun in the sky will bring the dandelion plants out. Always the first ones to take advantage of new leaf, those ones. Floodfern heads out to look for them, bringing a group of their clanmates along for the gathering patrol. So are we gonna have a sign from Squirrel Clan, from Star Clan about who should potentially be the next deputy? Truly, dandelions are an essential herb to keep in stock, crucial for poisons and stings. The white milk in their roots and stems keeps for a long time, while their weaker but faster acting leaves can be chewed into a pulse. Eventually, even the fluffy dandelion heads are useful as a Squirrel Clan kitten's favorite short-lived toy. Aww. And warriors share nursery memories about them as they gather. That's so cute! Okay, that's precious. I feel like everybody's bringing home some toys for the kids, but I don't think it gave Chestnut Star any clarity on what she might want to do for the sake of the clan. So let's go ahead and see what the cats are up to today, and then we'll get ready for our other patrol set, where we will send out Pouncebush and we will send out Moontuft on 2 different patrols. Once again, maybe with random cats, and they will try to prove to the clan that they deserve to be deputy. And rolling a d20, whichever cat wins by having the better result will be gaining 14 reputation today. And I thought about it, like, what type of reputation should they get? Because, like, who should be deputy? The cat who is the most liked? The cat who is the most trusted? Or the cat who is like the most respected? So those are all 3 different relationship stats that cats can have. And so I thought about it, and for training, we'll send them on random patrols, and if they go on a training patrol, then they would gain like. So they'd gain 14 like with the entire clan except for their rival. And if they end up going on a hunting patrol, they would go ahead and gain trust. And if they go on a border patrol, then they would go ahead, wait, hang on. I think, yeah, training would be like, hunting. Yeah, hunting would be trust because you can trust them to feed you. And then border patrol would be respect. So if they have a good or bad border patrol, they'd gain more respect. So those will be how we differentiate between their competitiveness in a moment here. But first, oh wow, everyone's all lined up. Let's go ahead and see how everyone's feeling today. Well, I take a long sip of my water as I contemplate this. You know, you know, sometimes you just gotta go somewhere to think, huh, Chestnut Star? So, yeah, that's not really a sign from StarClan, is it? Just headed off to the dirt place. Thanks for giving me some sort of indication about which decision we should make. Well, maybe we'll learn a little bit from our deputy. Oh, Bouncebush is feeling excited. Okay, you know what? I think he's like, I'm not out of the running yet. And it seems that he really wants to go ahead, and he apparently really wants to prove to the clan that yes, he is a good deputy. Because he's responsible, he's a good hunter, he has the same amount of experience as Moontuff does. I wonder what everyone else is thinking. Floodfern, spending a considerable amount of time grooming, possibly to get all of those dandelion seeds out of his fur. That probably takes a lot of work. Roseball almost choked on their prey. Alright, I don't know why. Maybe she's just distracted right now because her experience is very low, but I think she's going to start gaining it pretty quickly. I think that she's just really loving being able to be a medicine cat, but she's still got a lot to learn. Maybe she's starting to be a little bit more aware of the fact that she is an apprentice. Dangle Spring was recently caught humming to herself. I wonder if she was interacting with anyone in particular that we could have her mediate with today. Autumn Fur is napping. Can she work yet? No. So Autumn Fur is currently still curled up in the shadows of the medicine cat den, sleeping away her grief. I didn't know that she would grieve for this long. I feel like her heart. I want her to be able to go and just maybe spend some time one-on-one with her mate, but in this condition, she can't even go on like a special walk with Time Fawn. Meanwhile, Robinford feels a sense of dread. Aww. I wonder if he's feeling that because it's been 3 moons now, and his back doesn't seem to be getting better. So, yeah. I don't blame him for feeling a sense of dread. And unfortunately, in that condition, he can't even work as a mediator. Yeah. You know what? Maybe we'll check on that in just a minute, because that just makes my heart hurt too much for him. And meanwhile, Time Fawn wishes Pepperkit would play more quietly. Time Fawn, Pepperkit's dead! What is that? What is that? Time Fawn! Like, I guess he's just grieving. You know what? We're gonna have to go ahead and say that maybe that's just a dagger to the heart because he thinks he hears Time Fawn's little voice. Freaking Time Fawn, or no, he thinks he hears Pepperkit's little voice. Time Fawn! Yeah! Jeez! Those two! I really want them just to be able to go ahead and like have a good time and be able to raise their remaining kit happily and even have new ones. And oh my gosh. All right, you know what, Time Fawn, just for that, I'm gonna make you do something cute and happy for me. And because he is a parent, he can actually go ahead and he can, I think this is the last moon he can do it too, because Plumkit's gonna be an apprentice soon. He can go ahead and he can have Plumkit play with another cat or like interact with another cat. I kind of wonder if he would do that with the kit, because Pebblecit, because, you know, he's thinking of Pepperkit. Is that Pepper? Yeah, it is Pepper. I mean, look at that. If your daughter, that one of your 2 daughters is dead, I wonder if he just is kind of daydreaming about what it would be like if he played, or if Plumkit was playing with Pepperkit right now. So, you know what? We're gonna let Time Fawn use his mediator parent ability this moon by having Plumkit and Pebblecit get a little bit closer. And I love the fact that these two are jealous of each other just a bit right now. And I love the fact that every moon that goes by where Pebblecit doesn't have her own accessory, she's going to be gaining a little bit more jealousy towards Plumkit. That's just so freaking cute! When she grows up, she might actually try to befriend Tanglespring, so maybe Tanglespring could give her some hints about where to find the best accessories, or, you know, trinkets lying around, just in case Pebblecit might one day be able to come back with a little treat of her own, a little treasure of her own that she could wear. So we'll mediate between the two. They're feeling super comfortable. Right now, they're no longer jealous, and they trust each other a little bit more. But I have a feeling that Pebblecit is going to get a bit more jealous of Plumkit. Every moon, I'll just like roll a minor event generator and only pluck the jealousy out of it. So we'll see. All right. Meanwhile, I'm gonna make Time Fawn a warrior. I feel like he's going to skip out on patrols this moon though. Because, ow, Time Fawn, my heart. Oof, owie, my feelings, jeez. Meanwhile, wow, Bloom Coral reinforcing the camp with brambles. You know, now that he has kind of been catching the eye of Prancetail, and vice versa, it seems that he's been taking, ironically, his duties a bit more seriously. But, I mean, Honeywing, Prancetail, he's almost identical on like with them. So we'll see if one or the other seem to want to do anything with him, and maybe we'll send a cat out on a date event, which we'll talk about more in just a second. So, all right, reinforcing the camp with brambles. Moontuft. Really? Moontuft is feeling quite lazy. Is that because he is extremely confident in his skills that he is going to make the better deputy and be able to pull off some sort of really amazing patrol? Or is that because he actually is maybe not consistent in his desire to be deputy? We'll have to go ahead and see. Honeywing is thinking about how awful kitty pet food tasted in her case. Don't think about her. Don't think okay. Mimi! Don't worry, Honeywing. I know you think Mimi's dead, but she's just living in England now. That's the only thing that happened. Oh, okay, so that's what Honeywing is thinking, but what about, hang on real quickly. What about Prancetail? Is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. To me, that indicates that she wants to catch Bloom Coral's eye, but I wonder, Honeywing, how awful kitty pet food must taste. I wonder if that's Honeywing thinking about like the benefits that she wants to try to get out of, you know, life here in the clan. But if Prancetail is grooming, all right. You know what? I think I know how we'll figure out who Bloom Coral might go on a date with today. Via Heart takes pride in how well run their patrols always are, so I think she might actually go on patrol with whoever she likes more. Pouncebush she actually likes quite a bit. Moontuft she doesn't like, but she respects a lot more and trusts a little bit more. Huh. So I think Via Heart might throw her vote behind Moontuft and go on patrol with him today. Yeah, Prancetail grooming. Wait, where are you? Oh, that's right. She's in the medicine cat den because she got a splinter. So yeah, she's not going to be held back too long. But actually, since she is in the medicine cat den, I might go ahead and roll randomly to see who Bloom Coral goes on a date with today, because I think Honeywish is feeling lonely. But we'll have to see in just a second. Floodtuft wants to go on a patrol, and Eddie Leaf is looking forward today because I think, friends, we might have them actually go out on a little date day and see how that turns out. I'll tell you guys more about that in just a second. Plumkit relaxing in camp, and Pebbлекit, she's feeling down because she is very jealous about the fact that she doesn't have an accessory. All right, that's so freaking cute. I love all of that. So now that we have settled all of the little casual encounters and seen what the cats are up to develop a bit of their story, we're going to go ahead and have a couple of very special patrols. As you guys saw, Floodtuft and Eddie Leaf are feeling kind of excited about today because it occurred to me, friends, it is freaking hard to develop any kind of romance with these cats. So in order to contribute to that, we might start having some dates. So if a cat has nothing else that they are currently committed to, we might send them out on a date patrol. And however the date goes, then we will roll a minor, okay, hold up 1 second. So if it was a minor event, then it could be like anywhere from 1 to 4. I'm trying to remember what I put in here. Okay, oh yeah, and it can be 1 to 12 with engaging. You know what? I think for a date, we might make it an engaging event level because you know the cats are absolutely going to be gossiping about this. So I think the fact that Eddie Leaf and Floodtuft are going out is going to catch a few of the cat's eyes, and I think it might become a date event. If it's a good event, they get all the positive results of an engaging random generator. And if it's a bad event, they get all the negative ones. And if it's something in between, they can have the complicated. So, I think, let's see, Eddie Leaf, really excited about today. So we're gonna send Eddie Leaf out with Flood Tuft because I think Eddie Leaf is the one who actually suggested going out. And a lot of you guys say if you send them out on training patrols, it tends to make their relationship grow better. But since we're using a random generator, Eddie Leaf and Flood Tuft are just gonna head off into the forest and we'll let them have the very first date of any of our clans. Okay. Flood Tuft wanders past an old badger set in the roots of a hazelnut tree, only to freeze. There's a new scent here, acrid and sour. Uh-oh. Okay, both of these cats don't have a lot of experience. They are fierce and bold, though. Eddie Leaf, why did you have to inherit that fierceness? She's copying Chestnut Star and decided to become a fierce cat when she used to be a lot sweeter. Since they're both fierce and bold and a little overconfident, especially because they're younger, I don't think this is going to end well, but I think they would do this. Calling the rest of the patrol over, the cats discuss their next move. If a badger has moved in, they need to confirm it, but how? Eventually, Flood Tuft comes up with a plan, stuffing bushes into the mouth of the set. The cats will be able to come back tomorrow and see if anything has shoved them out of the way. That's so cool! Okay, who's the extremely smart one? I am pretty sure, is that Flood Tuft? Good job! Okay. Jeez, like that was actually really good, and that definitely would have gotten the attention of like the whole clan because there might be a badger in the area. So let's roll. I'm gonna say that's a positive event. 6 romance. Haha! 6 romance, 11 like, 4 respect, 4 comfort, 8 trust, and lose 4 jealousy. So they still have a little bit of dislike with each other, even with a date thrown in there just for good luck. All right, well, that's pretty cute. I wonder if that's going to start pushing them up high enough that I could finally make them mates, because I'm trying to wait until a cat like goes into the green before I encourage them to become mates, so I'm not like pushing it too hard. And apparently, in Robin Fern's obvious case, giving apparently everyone a chance to go ahead and fall in love with all of the other cats before picking a mate. Jeez, we have like love quadrilles by now. It's not even a triangle. It's something ridiculous. All right, so how many cats are left? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think Bloom Coral wants to go on a date, and so he would have to pull a cat from one of the 2 deputies patrols if we did that. But Time Fawn is also not going out today. We're gonna let him stay home because thinks he hears his dead daughter like playing. Oh, actually, what is Pepperkit doing? Pepperkit! For just a moment, I misread that as looking forward to visiting with Tangle Spring soon, and I was gonna be like, what do you know, kitten? You tell me, what's gonna happen to my precious elder? Okay, but she wants to visit Tangle Spring in a dream. Okay, that's kind of, I hope, cute. Or ominous. I wonder if that's why Fern feels that sense of dread. Alright, so if we're gonna do that, then that would actually just leave either Honeywing or Prancetail out for a date event. And if Via Heart is gonna go with Moon Tuft, then Pounce Bush, I'm gonna randomize, and whichever cat he pulls up first, Prancetail, or actually he would want Prancetail to go with him, wouldn't he? Maybe, but we're gonna randomize. We're gonna leave it up to fate, and we're gonna see Pounce Bush getting a chance. This unfortunately wouldn't be a date. This would be an official patrol. Who's he get? Oh, he's bringing Prancetail. He's gonna take Prancetail, which means that the next date of the day is going to be Bloom Coral and Honeywing. And I actually like the idea that Honeywing is the one who invited Bloom Coral out because she wants to get a little bit closer to him. And because we know she wants to get a little bit closer to him, I could do a training, but we're gonna go do a big patrol again. During an odd moment of downtime, Honeywing asks Bloom Coral if they think they're a good teacher. Aww. Helping their clanmates is so important, and Honeywing feels like they'd never do a good enough job. Bloom Coral interrupts them, shocked. They've always thought Honeywing has done great. Honeywing looks away with a purr and hides their nose in their paws. You guys! That's precious. I think that just had a huge boost to a romance too. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. That's so adorable. And that's even before we roll the generator. So we're gonna go ahead and roll, and that definitely was a good event. 6 romance again. And 2 like, 8 respect, 5 comfort, no trust. If they had any dislike or jealousy, dislike -10, jealousy -2. Wow, that definitely put Honey Wish, or Honey Wing, I keep calling her Honey Wish after our cat in the Sims 3 series, sorry about that, in the lead. But speaking of being in the lead, let's go ahead and wrap up today by seeing which one of our 2 deputies is going to gain the 14 reputation of some type with all the rest of the clan, possibly pulling them ahead in the challenge to become the next deputy of Squirrel Clan. Pouncebush is going to go out, and he is taking Prancetail with him, and it'll be a random patrol type. So if it's a training, then he will gain 14 like if he wins. If it is hunting, he will gain 14 trust, and if it is border, he will gain 14 respect. So, while walking along the border, your patrol notices a ragged clan patrol renewing their scent marks up ahead. All right, well, Prancetail is actually an excellent speaker, so maybe she'll be able to do something about this. Once the patrols cross paths, Prancetail, is quick to break the awkward atmosphere with a friendly greeting and easy conversation. The 2 patrols eventually return to their task feeling confident in their good relationships with the opposite clan. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I think Pouncebush you know what? I feel like Pouncebush and Prancetail deserve perhaps a low-level boost for that, because I feel like Prancebush, oh my gosh. I feel like Pouncebush would be very grateful to Prancetail for having done such a good job on that patrol, because he really needed it to go well. So let's actually roll a minor event generator for them. And that was a good event. So 3 romance, 5 like, 2 comfort, 3 trust. There, aw, because, you know, she did such a good job. I feel like they should have at least a little bit of a boost. It wasn't a date, so we won't do anything big, but again, they did a great job. Meanwhile, maybe that'll give Moontuft and Viaheart a chance to potentially have at least a friend. So, the patrol hears a distant howling and wonders whether to investigate the noise. Well, all right, Moontuft. The patrol, oh no! The patrol finds a wolf pack at the source of the noise. The wolves are busy eating from the carcass of a deer, and upon seeing the cats, prove to be fiercely protective of their meal. The patrol doesn't move fast enough, and Viaheart is killed before they can run. Viaheart has died. Oh no. This changes everything.